Namaskar. Myself, Dr. Kumar Mishra, Department of Sociology and Social Work, Bharati Vishwavidyalaya, Durg, Chhattisgarh. Welcomes you all in today's lecture of research methodology. Today we will discuss on this topic of procedure of sample selection. How we can select the sample. What is the procedure of it? We will discuss it in today's lecture. In your one of the previous lecture, we have discussed about the introduction and the concept of sample and a brief about the procedure of sampling. So, in today's lecture, we will try to discuss and analyze about the procedure of sampling in social researches. So, here are few steps. In these steps, we can see, we can analyze the step-wise process of how to select sample for our research work. So, our research work is a specific work in the sense of social researches. So, our specific research work, which kind of sampling is appropriate for our research work, we have to decide. So, there are a few kinds of sampling. In this manner, we can choose the appropriate sample type according to the need of our research topic. But in today's lecture, we will try to discuss about the process how to select the samples. Okay, so this is the process. In the first process, we will determine the universe from where we will collect the samples. We have to choose the research area first. We have to choose the universe first from which we can collect and from which we can choose and from which we can use the sampling process to elect our respondents, our samples. Okay, so first of all, we have to determine the universe itself. In second step, we have to determine the sampling unit. Sampling unit means there are mainly four kinds of sampling units. The first one is geographical. So, in geographical manner, we have to understand that what kind of geographical area we want to take for our research work. The second one is, first one is geographical. Okay. So, in it we have to choose the geographical area, the community itself, which kind of community we want to take for our sampling process. The other one is building. Which kind of building we are using, such as a community building, a hospital building, a school or college building, or we are collecting our samples from the individuals' houses. So, which kind of building we are using for our sampling, we also determine this, because we are determining the units of sample from which we can collect the peoples, the respondents for our research work. The next one is the group. So, which kind of group we want to study, which is related to our research topic. Maybe we are studying the group of students or group of laborers or group of rural peoples or group of females. We can select the group of criminals, the group of employees, various kinds of employees, whichsoever we are taking for our research work. So there are differences and there are varieties of groups which we can study in our social research topic. So we have to decide it. And the individuals. So the individuals, which kind of individuals we are taking as our samples. We can take a student, we can take farmer, we can take many kinds of peoples, the old age peoples, the women, the minorities, the scheduled tribe people, the scheduled caste people, the other backward class people, or some kind of employee, or some kind of technicians, or many options are there. So whichever the topic is demanding, we have to choose that kind of unit, that kind of sampling unit we have to choose among of these 4 units. Okay. In next step, we have to discuss about sampling frame. Which kind of sampling frame we are using for our research work. So in sampling frame, we can use just as how much the resources are allowing us for choosing our sampling size and our samples, such as we can take the economical areas, and we can take the geographical areas. So how much of according to the units of samples, how much ways we can grasp for deciding the frame of our samples. We can study their economical life, we can study their social life, we can study their personal life, their interpersonal relations, their sociometrical study. We can also have these kinds of studies. So according to the nature of the units, the sampling units nature will decide that how is our sampling frame, and also it decides through the objectives of research which we are taking as our main motive for research work. In next step, we have to determine the sample size. So our sample size, the number of respondents should be in proportional and in appropriate proportional to the universe. So it is directly connected to the universe. Okay. So the right representation should be there. If we are having 1,000 people as universe, our sample size must be there 25 to 30% at least. Okay, we cannot just choose 5%, we cannot just choose 50% or more. There are 2 extremes. So a certain level and standard we have to maintain as our sample size. So sample size is justifying our universe, sampling universe. We have to take note of it. We have to be very conscious about it. Okay. And the last step is selection of sampling method. So in selection of sampling method, we can choose the appropriate kind of sampling method. Just like there are many kinds of sampling types. In the various kinds of sampling, we can choose the appropriate sampling type for according to the nature of our research work. We can choose it and we can apply it. So in this manner, in this stepwise process, we can have the samples which we want to select through the process of sampling. This is the process of sampling. Okay. This stepwise process is the process of sampling itself. So in this sampling process, these steps which we have discussed, we have to follow these steps. And through these steps, we will select the samples from the universe objectively and with maintaining the scientific criteria and scientific perspective. Okay. So this is enough for today's class, and in our next class we will discuss with a new topic.